Hey folks, Ross here at Frothy, Kona Big Honzo in the jig. Let's run through it, all the good points. I'm a mechanic, I'm not a salesperson. Here's what I think about it. Straight off, the Big Honzo, big means wide tyres. These are 2.8 inch tyres, front and rear. These are boost hubs as well. Shimano hubs, good hubs. Cup and cone bearings still, so it's old technology, but they're still bomb-proof wheels and hubs. WTB tubeless rims, so they're set up to be tubeless. The tyres aren't, but you could still get with tubeless it, and it doesn't officially say you can tubeless these, but there's no reason why you can't. Put a little bit more sealant in it, the tyres will take it. There's a few folk online will say it's not ideal. Correct, it's not ideal, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper just running with these until the tyres are done than buying a tubeless specific tyre setup for WTB. These are the Ranger tyres, nice overall, just a general tread pattern, ideal for summertime. Winter time you want to beef them up slightly. Travel on this is 130mm travel, and these are Sun Tour forks, so they're a bit basic forks, fine for what you're going to use this bike for. Lockout, of course, it's full mechanical lockout. The nice, it's quick release axle on the front and then quick release axle on the rear again, so it's a complete bolt through bike setup. Let's go back to the front. The brakes we've got in this, these are the kind of older style Shimano Dior, so they're still a right good brake lever. Fairly bomb-proof, mineral oil with Shimano. Single pistons front and rear, good for trails up to red routes. If you start going more severe on red routes, then you might want to upgrade the pistons. The levers will be fine, these will be good for 4-pots, but I'd maybe go up to 4-pot pistons for the brakes. Straight out the box, this does come with with organic rotors only, so these can only take organic pads. Like I say in all my videos, a good upgrade would be to change these to sintered rotors, like an Ice Tech Shimano rotor with some Ice Tech pads. These are center lock hubs as well. They're not 6 bolts, so if you're buying rotors, remember, bear that in mind and get the center lock ones from Shimano. Tapered headset, of course, alloy Kona bars, alloy Kona stem. These are roughly 750mm handlebars, and it's a 35mm clamp stem on it, so a modern style clamp stem. Moving on to the drivetrain setup, full Haltech 2 Shimano Dior setup at the front here, and then proper Dior gears on the rear. So it's 11 speed, 11 to 51 tooth cassette on the rear, so a proper big climbing range there. Nice big dinner plate setup on this bike. 30 tooth up the front there. You could go slightly smaller on the front chainring, but generally this gear set will see you for most trails this side of the UK. We're in southwest Scotland, so most of the Seven Stains or north of the Lake District, this is ideal setup for it. All the Kona bikes do come with these tabs this tells you all the spec of the frame and the bolt throughs on the bike, and these are put underneath the paint lacquer so you can't lose that information. It's ideal if you're trying to get a quick measurement, you don't actually need to check. It'll tell you the seat post, it'll tell you the frame size, etc. Dropper seat post, this is 150mm Trans X dropper post that's on the bike. Great dropper post. It's a cable actuated one as well, so if things do go wrong, it's a far easier fix than having a hydraulic dropper seat post on the bike. It does have a fair bit of length down inside the seat post here. You can see the frame doesn't really kink until this point here, so you could put potentially a larger seat post in it if you like. This is a medium frame. On the larger frame, I think you do get, don't quote me, I think you do get bottle cages here. On this medium frame, it's bottle cage mounts on the down tube only, and again we've replaced all the little clips on this with zip ties through the frame. One point I've noticed as a mechanic, the cable routing is only on one side of the frame, so you can't have it coming out here. There is no more cable ties, and the way the frame's designed, it's quite a long swan neck on it here, so the cables are being forced to turn quite sharply on this side of the frame to come across and out this side here. It does make it kind of bunched up here, but if you put a little bit of cable wrap on it like you get for your computer desk, so that bit of cable wrap around here, that'll neaten that right up and stop any scuffing starting on your paintwork there. What have I missed? Haltech cranks. The Dior ones are just a little bit nicer crank set as opposed to having a kind of cheaper model of cranks. The clutch rear mech. Clutch, like I've spoken about in my other videos there, the clutch is off or on, and all this does is when the clutch is off, it allows the chain to flap about, and that's what can drop your chain off the front. And when your clutch is on, it's a lot tighter. That's it kind of hitting a stop there. That's mainly the main reason if you can take it on and off is when it's off, you can take the wheel out of the bike and then back on. The chain doesn't drop anywhere near as much as it would. It is kind of fat, thin tooth technology. Let me get the camera angle on here. So it's got a wide tooth and a thin tooth up the front there. What else have we got? Centre lock rear, of course. and it's a 6mm axle, 6mm Allen key, sorry, to take the axle out the rear. If you ever wondered what these things here are, I think Shimano got sued in the past in America, so they stuck these little tabs on them. They kind of lock in here. Get the camera angle. See this little edge in there. Don't really do anything. Chuck them away. They don't, honestly, don't stop that from undoing itself. If that comes loose, it's coming out. But generally speaking, these don't come loose. You torque them from the bike shop from new, they never come off. These plastic devices here, we generally take them off on customers' demand, as when I spin the wheel up, you'll see it's kind of wobbling about. They're never that great, just chop them off. It's like they're there to stop the chain from touching the spokes, but if the chain wants to go down the back, if your rear mech does get knocked and the chain wants to go down there, it's going down there, a bit of plastic or not. I think that's everything, folks. I did ramble on a bit at the end there, sorry about that. I'm trying to get better at these videos. If you've got any tips or anything that I should have done better, please let me know. I've just noticed now there's music playing in the background. I like a bit of Tom Adele these days. Thanks for watching. Cheers.